to the video. It's prediction time again in advance of the Chinese Grand Prix, round 2 of the 2026 Formula One World Championship. My predictions, which were not far out, shall we say. They were fairly obvious predictions, but I got 2 of them correct. 2 on the podium were correct. Russell winning and Leclerc third. So I get 2 points for each of those. 1 point if they had been on the podium but in the wrong position. So that's not bad. That's not a bad start. So let's go with my next prediction. I've decided, it just has a ring to it that I like, but that's to go with Antonelli. Indeed, Antonelli. I think that Antonelli, he did so well. I was so impressed in Australia. I think it's his first win in China, and I think Russell will be a close second. And suddenly we will be talking about a championship battle between these two. Now, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope a Ferrari gets in there, either Ferrari. But in third, I have Hamilton. So basically what I'm suggesting is that with Leclerc in fourth, so I'm suggesting that the Mercedes just swap around and the Ferraris swap around. Hamilton always does well in China, as I do actually when I'm playing, what version have I got? I think I've got F125, yeah, F125. China is one of those, along with Austria, the Red Bull Ring in Austria. It's one of those circuits where I always do well, and Bahrain as well. I always perform well in China, basically. So does Hamilton. Of course, he won the sprint race there last year, didn't he? Now, I was asked in a comment if it might be an idea if I give an indication as to what I think might be a standout positive performance from the race and a standout negative performance. Well, I'm just going to put Audi here. I think Audi will put in a standout positive performance. I can see them. It's contrary to what I was saying throughout testing about Audi looking really, really slow, even though they were not slow. They weren't as slow as Cadillac and Aston Martin anyway, but they just looked slow, as I've tried to explain. I struggle to explain it though, how they look slow, but to me they just looked slow and unfinished, and not just the paintwork. But they were so impressive in Australia. So, I mean, we didn't get to see how Hulkenberg would have gone in Australia, but Bortoleto was 9th, wasn't he? So that's my standout positive. Do I have a standout negative? I mean, obviously Aston Martin will be down and out for the count again, won't they? Cadillac will be about 5 laps behind the pace by the end of the race again. But I mean, those two are to be expected. I can't actually think of a negative one, so I'm not just going to make one up, basically. But that's my positive, to see how Antonelli does. But that's my top 3 anyway, to see how Audi do, sorry. Antonelli, Russell, Hamilton. I hope it's not like that. Obviously, I want Hamilton to win. But I would even rather have a Ferrari up here, because I don't want to see a Mercedes dominance. And if it is a 1-2 by Mercedes again, then you're starting to look like a Mercedes romping away with it. The small turbos of the Ferraris didn't seem to hold them back in Australia. they were still very competitive with Mercedes. So I'm hoping here, despite there being a massively long straight that will help the larger turbos, I'm hoping that the Ferraris, due to the flowing squiggly stuff, are there many sharp? There's a couple of sharp turns, isn't there? I'm just thinking from when I do the actual race, there's that big curve just after the start. So they come up here for the start, don't they? Start line, and then they go around, and then there's this big slow circular thing. Now, is that going to suit a smaller turbo or a bigger turbo? I don't know. And then they go shooting off down this little short straight, and then there's quite a sharp right-hand turn, and then further down here there's another sharp left-hand turn, and then there's a chicane. There's a straight, a relatively long straight, before they have a sharp chicane, left-hand chicane, before going round and starting the big long straight like that. So I'm hoping those bends, those tight ones, will suit Ferrari. Certainly they were a lot better than I was expecting in Australia. But anyway, there we go. Antonelli, Russell and Hamilton. But I hope I'm wrong. Even though I'll applaud myself if I'm right, I also hope that I'm wrong. I'd rather it be a Ferrari 1-2, even with Leclerc 1 and Hamilton 2, just to shake it up a little bit. Okay, right, there we go. We'll see. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. A little short video because it's just my prediction of the race. I'll do a longer video after the race as usual, of course. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so, or like the video, or comment, or that other thing that I always forget to say, hit the notification button. Yes, I always forget to say that. And the other thing, of course, if you want to give a tip, you can do on the thanks button under the video. But basically, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.